All right. Okay, good morning, folks, and welcome to the 10-Minute Trades Trade Room for the CL Storage Report. My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the Trading Director for 10-Minute Trades. Please remember that all trades discussed are for educational purposes. It is possible to lose money trading futures, so trade carefully, please. So this morning we're looking at the crude oil storage report. And Chantal, let me know when you're ready. Let's take a look at the daily report. So I want to welcome our YouTube members. If you would like to subscribe to our channel, please do. Give us a like and hit the notification bell so you know the next time we're going to be here. We stream about 4 times a week. And just keep in mind that trading is slightly delayed when you look at a live stream. So for all the folks that were here this morning, you know, I'm very careful, right? So what happened this morning didn't seem right with core durable goods. So I spoke to the broker. It just goes to show that it's always good to check. If something doesn't happen properly, it's not a bad idea to check and figure out what happened. And the broker had something set wrong on our account, and it had nothing to do with liquidity or anything. They just didn't allow the trade to go through because there was an error on the account. So figure that out. I mean, he couldn't even explain to me what the error was, just that it wasn't allowing me to trade. And it doesn't make any sense. I've been using that account forever. And then all of a sudden, something is going on. I mean, I just flabbergasted, to be honest. It just does not make any sense. It's a conspiracy. Brian, I mean, I don't use Ninja, and certainly they're not the clearing broker, it's AMP. And he said that there was an error, and he got the manager. He had to talk to the manager and reset the account. It might be totally unacceptable, but what options do you have? What are you going to do? What am I going to do? Drive to Chicago and beat the guy up? What do you want me to do? I don't even get angry anymore. I don't get angry anymore. There was no, I mean, he actually did me a favor. It didn't look like a very good trade. No, Jaquan, I see. It's a conspiracy. It wasn't a very good trade. So for the way I see it, he did me a favor, right? The broker did me a favor. I think it would have been a losing trade. But, you know, I've been doing this too long to let anything bother me. What's going on with oil? It made a new low, and it bounced off the low like 50 ticks. What's going on? Well, sometimes the answer it's unanswerable, Brian. It's unanswerable. They had the account set wrong. Okay, set it right. and cut the crap. You know, what else can you say? Set the account right and leave me alone. Don't do it again. Why was it changed? I can send them an email. I don't know. I could send an email. So the last email I sent, they didn't answer. So let's look at the DM. We're looking at the DMM, right? We've been noticing for a while now the breakouts are working. Okay. The breakouts have been working. Oil's been moving nice and steadily. It's been moving nice and steadily. So I'll take a breakout for 10 ticks, one contract, and I'll look at a reversal right here. There's two reversal areas. So you could get stopped out at the first one. This is a possible because it's far enough away. You have a couple of possibles. This is a possible. Whoops. That's a possible. Because it's the high of the day, right? And then on the short side going long, here's a possible. Right? So that's what I'm seeing. Two trades. The reversal, which I just set up for one contract for now. A profit of 18 ticks and a stop of 18 ticks. And then I just make sure that it's on reversal trade type. That's all you have to do. Reversal trade and label it so that if you have to cancel it or you want to cancel one of the trades, you know clearly which one it is. CO reversal, one contract. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because I know I'm on the wrong account. So oil trades on our regular account now because we have a DMM. It's working reasonably well. So let me check my reversal trade one more time. So strategy, highlight the report. All that you're concerned with on a reversal trade, or I mean the minimum you have to deal with on a reversal trade. That's the way to look at it. You can still use targets, alt extra targets, trailing stops, move your target if your stop gets hit, if your target gets hit, multiple positions, all that stuff works. Okay, but I make my reversals very simple because I'm not even sure I'll be able to get a reversal going and a breakout at the same time. Okay, it's not easy to trade both at the same time. Sometimes we get the opportunity, sometimes we don't. But I'm just one target, 18 ticks on that target, and a stop of 18. And my trade type is reversal. And I choose the proper account and I label it reversal. And then it shows up here. If I enable a reversal trade, it will give me buttons. It will not put me in the trade automatically. And then I right click the chart and I change my crosshair to off. Okay. Now, I don't know if anybody else had the situation that I've had this morning. So there's my possible reversals, maybe a short here, depending on the news also. Last night, there was a build on the API, I believe, or was it? No, it was a drawdown. It was a very big drawdown of like 5 million on the API. It caused, the report didn't work well last night, the API. The direction didn't really work according to the news. So here's our, just so you see the possible long there, depending on what the news is, because you're at the low of the day and a pivot. Here you're at the central pivot PP and the 6 p.m. open. And here you're at the high of the day. The high of the day is the better place, to be honest. You could go do a reversal here and get pulled up to the high and stop out. So I might not take that. Although it's a big, big move. It's pretty big. The regular trade, I'm just going to trade one contract. Looking for 10 ticks in between 7 and 15. The breakouts have been working. It's a bracket of 10. One contract for a profit of 10 ticks. So there's no target for target 2. My stop is 12 ticks. And then my entry time is 10:29:58. Put the count in. So I have to be out of my other trade to trade my second trade. You can't trade the same instrument with 2 different trades. And then we have breakout. So why do I label them? So that you could see under strategy which report is which, right? You can see which report is which. Trade with caution, it's oil. Distillates are more important in the winter. Reversals are common with oil, okay? Let's look at last week's trade was perfect. It did a perfect breakout.
I wonder what you think about the infrastructure that's in place right now. I mean, we've been getting reports that the trading surge we're seeing, a lot of it tied to the activity that we're talking about.
So the brackets go on the chart, and then it just dropped down nicely. Probably would have hit both targets. I went for 9 ticks. And then it didn't quite get close enough for me to the low to do the reversal. But the reversal did work that day if you took it off the candle. You can also reverse off of a candle. In other words, watch the move. So you have a trade. Reverse. And the problem is your stop kind of has to be below the low of the day. It's a very big stop. So that's a risky reversal in terms of amount of money you're going to risk. You could just risk 10 ticks also, or 18 ticks. You don't have to put your stop in the perfect place. You can have a random size stop. You're allowed. Recording. You can all hear me okay, right? I'm trying to hear Financial Juice, and I don't hear them. Are you guys hearing me okay? It's very weird. All right, I have to do something with my sound, so bear with me because my audio is not showing up in my computer. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Hang on, folks. Okay, how's the sound now? Let me fix it. Okay, how is the sound now? Can you hear me still? Is it much better? It should be much better. I don't even know why you were getting sound before. My headset wasn't even turned on. I swear to God, my headset wasn't turned on. So I'm trying to think where the sound was coming from. I don't know. How was the sound before, in all seriousness? It was the same. My headset wasn't on. I think I'm gonna go jump off a roof. Let's check our sync. That is the craziest thing. And you heard the squawk box too. I'm not hearing the squawk box. I don't have an internal. I don't even think I have an internal mic on my PC. No joke. I'm using a new PC. It's not a new PC. I've used it before for trading. So let's see if we hear Financial Juice. No, you're hearing the news in the background, my laptop. That's what you're hearing. But I'm absolutely at a loss that my sound was working. It's mind-boggling. My headset was off, I swear. I swear to God. Let's check our sync, okay? I'm double flabbergasted this morning. Time.is, okay, I go to the website time.is to sync my computer. My first trade was accidentally canceled by the broker. Heaven knows why. I don't know why. I don't think they know why. They said there was a setting. I am hearing Financial Juice. So everything is good. I'm trying to think where I have an internal mic on this computer. I think ultimately the most horrible thing is going to happen. I'm going to have to redo Windows on this computer. And the thought of it, I just redid this whole computer, but I didn't reset the Windows. maybe that was a mistake. I'm just listening to Financial Juice in the background. So our sync is good. Let's look at the week before last, January 6th. I believe that report was good. There was some reversal points. That week I only traded a reversal. I'm missing 1 week, I believe. That was a good breakout also. And it was a very, very large drawdown. That's what I was pointing to, that I would be extremely careful on taking a reversal when the drawdown is that huge. I think it did work though. But you did not have a good level to take it at unless it got close enough to the high of the day, which I think it did. Let's see. Now that was a difficult. You would have had to stay in the room very long. That was a difficult reversal. Did we look at? Chantal, you shorted 1 share. What's it now? I mean, look, you could get killed just as easily as you make $100, right? I don't enjoy trading that way. I just don't. You'll keep it. Yeah, I'd maybe keep it forever. I think they're going out of business. I mean, think about their business model. They're in the game business and everybody just downloads games. They don't even have much of a used market anymore if everybody's downloading games. KW, I checked CL for rollover. It's weeks away. It's not even close. I promise. My broker won't let me trade. He'll cancel the trade if the rollover is 5 days close. In other words, he'll give you, my broker, AMP only gives you 5 day. AMP doesn't want you to trade even if the volume is higher. They want to protect themselves. See, KW is pretty far off. 190 versus 39. AMP has a rule when oil went negative. Something happened when oil went negative. I don't know what happened, but AMP changed all their CL rules. Remember, they wouldn't let us trade oil for like 2 weeks. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we have over a third of our 75-year-olds and above have been vaccinated. All of our nursing homes have been vaccinated. So that's helping in our hospitals, for example. So my guess guess is it will probably take another couple of weeks or so before we open up to the next group, which is 65 and above. Again, that age group, they're the ones most likely to suffer complications.
Governor, let's talk about budget and budget forecasts. It looks like you are forecasting a budget deficit that is dramatically narrower than I think had originally been expected.
So we got 5 minutes. You could check your sync again, or we could look at one more report, December 30th, which my boss does not trade because it's the week between Christmas and New Year's. And that was a breakout that worked. And it looks like it was a reversal, 39. See, you could have taken that short because a 20-tick stop would have put you in a safe place with the high of the day. So that was a good reversal to take, but you probably wouldn't have had time to do both. Not sure you'd have time to do both. And that's the issue with reversals. Sometimes you don't have time to take both trades on oil and gas.
Substantial way. How are you thinking about some of these potential additional revenue streams, whether it is something like sports betting or cannabis or other areas?
So after this, we'll be back at 1:30 for FOMC. And then I think I'll teach the reversal the way that I do the reversal, because I don't know. We honestly don't know if Facebook and Tesla, how differently they're going to release their earnings. So it's somewhat risky. Tesla has not traditionally been releasing their earnings right after the market opens. They've been doing it at weird times. But I think maybe they want to be like the big boys now. I guess there's about 6 or 7 possible earnings trades that we have. I mean, Microsoft is not a FANG stock, but it moves the NQ. So that's why we're able to trade it. All right, let's pay attention here.
ETF Spotlight is sponsored by Invesco. Let's invest in greater possibilities together.
Right, it's the blockbuster of the gaming world. I hate to see a company with that many stores in trouble, but I think GameStop's in trouble. The stock price doesn't mean anything in relation to how the company's doing right now. Not when you have a crazy short squeeze going on. Right? If you have a crazy short squeeze going on, there's not much. It's just a risk trade.
These days, we want sophisticated, but simple, cutting edge, made user-friendly. In other words, we want a hybrid. And so do retailers, which is why they're going hybrid with IBM. A hybrid cloud approach with Watson AI helps manage supply chains while predicting demands with ease.
30 seconds. It is like a living fossil.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or 2 years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate.
All right, 5 seconds. So got my 10 ticks. Now, I don't love that spot as a reversal because I don't see the news. Okay, so I'm not taking reversal when there's 9 million drawdown. I wait for the news. canceling my breakout. You gotta love the way oil's trading on the breakout. So I'll go, but I would not recommend a reversal with a 9 million drawdown. It's going to go to the high of the day, in my opinion. And even there, with that drawdown, let's put it in sim. Maybe we'll learn something. Make it a learning experience. Made $100 in a second. I'd love that. I don't mind that. You got to move fast. Okay, now it's in sim, so now I can change my chart. Now I can put my breakout, my reversal back on. I can get rid of my breakout. The breakout's over. Now, you've got a $9 million drawdown. So you're just, it makes the possibility of a reversal less easy to make money on. It still could work, right? You could have taken it at 76 and then it went to 93-ish. It would, you know, your 18 tick stop would hold depending where you got filled. But when you see a $9 million, a 9 million barrel, even though it's working, you want to just, I think you want to protect you want to protect your account. Okay. Hey, Mike, send me a picture and I can use you in my trade of the week. Your first real money trade. Are you crazy? You took it on oil? Are you an insane person? Actually, the way oil's been trading. Mike, send me a picture. I'll take your account number out and I'll use it in my trade of the week video this week. So the reversal would have worked, but you would have taken it at 76. You would have taken a tremendous amount of heat, right? Because let's say you got filled, you know, maybe you got filled close to where you wanted to take it, 76. It went to 94. That's 18 ticks. That was my stop. I think on oil, your stop should be 20. Your stop. Ah, very nice, Mike. He sent us a lot of customers. We got a lot of customers from Rob also. Good. I'm glad that some of our folks went and traded with Rob too. That's good. No, we had, that was a very good webinar. But you see what the issue is? I believe big drawdown makes that reversal more limited. It did work, but you might have been stopped out if you used an 18 tick stop. If you got filled a little bit lower than the PP. If you got filled a little bit higher, you'd be okay. So I don't take a reversal when there's a 9 million. I just don't. It's too much. It's too much. They were expecting positive and it was negative 9 million. It's just, to me, it's not reversal city. Okay. Let me take a quick picture of my oil trade. You know, there's nothing wrong with making 100 here and 100 there, as long as you're not losing. Ideally, oil's getting good enough to trade multi-contract. We haven't traded multi-contract on oil in a year because the reports were too inconsistent. If all of a sudden oil could change for a year, it could change literally for a year. We don't know how long it's going to change. YouTube, folks, come on. How could you not give us a like How could you not subscribe to our channel? And why not click the notification bell so you can see the next trade? All right. YouTube, thanks for watching. We're going to shut it down. And we're going to go and have some breakfast or lunch, depending where you live. And I want to thank everybody. If you want to watch the oil trade, I'll show it to you real quick. Let me just save it. IPC is, I'm going to have to redo Windows. There's no way around it. I can't bear it though. So they're having the first, I think it's the first new White House COVID briefing soon. So here was the trade. Okay, Mike, send me a chart. That would be awesome. Let's watch the trade real quick. I had a 10-tick target. There was the bracket. It was very calm before the trade, and it would have hit both targets with ease, and absolutely could have taken the reversal at the PP. It would have worked. Excuse me. Excuse me. But it struggled at first, definitely, because of the news result. Definitely because of the news result. All right, folks. And then, if you didn't get stopped out on the reversal, it did go down. There it is. There's your reversal. Okay, it was enough to make money. Okay. And you still wouldn't be in terrible shape if you didn't get stopped out. You probably wouldn't be overjoyed because you wouldn't be winning, but you wouldn't be down hundreds, you know. But again, when you have that 9 million drawdown, you don't want to be short. You just don't. And oil doesn't even always follow the news results. Okay, it just doesn't. So I got filled at 63 and I got out at 73. Just a typical standard oil trade. Okay, and what did we say? So that's why we don't play the game anymore. I'm not going to trade until there's a stop. Right, Mark? I'm not going to trade until there's a stop. Steve, I still think you're doing all sorts of weird things with time. It just sounds like your time is all grouped up. If you're auto canceling, are you using the auto cancel? Send me a copy of the settings right now that you used right now, and I'll look at them when I get back. Because something's not working right. But if you're having Ninja Trader problems also, the first step, number one, is to make sure Ninja Trader is perfect. Okay. Send me a picture of your settings. All right, let me get those. And I got to go somewhere now, and then I'll look at them when I come back. If I forget to look at them, Steve, please bug me, and we'll do it in the next trade room. I'm going to leave it on my screen. So when I get back, I'll remember. You know what? Let me see if I can tell right now. Hold on.
That you do have this experience, this background in manufacturing. I know you have advised governments and leaders on this as well. I wonder if you think this is actually the year we get an infrastructure deal with the Biden administration. And I guess even more than that.
So, Steve, I need to see more. I need to see the bottom also. I need to see more. Your bracket is right. The positions are right, 7 and 15. Stop loss is right. But I need to see what's under unattended. Okay. I need to see what's under. Yeah, page 2. Okay. Let me look at that. Entry time looks correct.
Everybody has put a little bit in, but infrastructure has the, as you really move the needle, you have to put something more substantial in there. I really believe that that's something where we can make a big difference. We could also make a big difference on the abundance side. Also, but am I optimistic on that end? I probably am.
So your stop.
Well, Klaus, we appreciate you joining us. We will be watching closely, and perhaps you'll join us again when you actually find a company 4 years back as well. Klaus,
My pleasure. Always good seeing you. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, one problem is you're canceling after X seconds, right? So it's canceling 2 seconds early. Don't use the auto cancel. Leave it empty until you get your time stuff together. In other words, you forgot about the 2 seconds. The trade triggers at 58. Your cancel's got to be 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Okay, not 10. So you're canceling 2 seconds early. Okay. You follow me? And your time, your time's wrong. Why are you 9:59? It should be, if you're 9:29, right? It's a 10:30 trade. You have it set for an 11 o'clock trade. So that's the problem. Okay? It should be 9:29:58. I assume you're 1 hour different than me, and that's why you're not 10:29:58. If you're in Eastern time, it should be 10:29:58. Your time's all screwed up. 10:29:58. Entry time. 10:29:58. And if you want to auto cancel, it's got to be 12 seconds. Because, right, 12 seconds. It cancels 10 seconds after the order, or after the entry time. Okay. So if there's a 2 second leeway before the trade, you got to add those 2 seconds to the cancel, to the auto cancel. Okay. So that's the problem. It's easily solved. Easily solved. That's all you got to do. Everything else looks fine. Okay. Cancel after 12 seconds if you want to use auto. And then entry time 10:29:58. You'll get it. Steve, you'll get it. Don't even worry about it. You'll get it. Everybody goofs in the beginning. Everybody. I still goof. So you can't, you know what we say all the time. Don't go crawling into a corner. Just fix it. Right? Don't worry about it. You'll get it fixed. See, I told you it would go to the high of the day. That's your probably reversal, right? Even with the 9 million, you probably could take it there. It's too late now. We missed it, but it's still struggling. It's bullish. I would not do it. It's bullish today. Sandy, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Sandy, I got it last night. I'll answer it today. I think it might have just been API has all sorts of liquidity problems, Sanji. That I think it might be related to that, but I'll look at the email again also. API is real strange because there's no liquidity that time of the day. But I didn't forget about it. I'll look at it. I'll answer it. All right, folks. I'm going to take a walk and I'll be back. I don't want to die yet, so I got to exercise a little bit. All right. I'll see everybody later.